We're each going to do our top 10 favorite albums of the year, as well as our favorite song of the year. How do you want to do it? Do you want to do 10, 10, 9, 9, or should I do my whole thing? Then
you do your whole thing, because mine's not ranked.
Oh, it's not ranked, eh?
No. If you put a gun to my head and told me to rank the top albums that I've chosen for this year, I'd tell you to suck my dick. I'm ready to go.
Okay. At number 10, I got Salami, Rose, Joe Louis, which I love her music. I'm a big fan. I've seen her live. She's incredibly impressive. She does live looping, but in a way that I've never witnessed anyone else loop an instrument before. And the reason why it's different is because she'll change keys with it like 7 times within a loop. Usually people that do loops, it's just in one key. Yeah. Just like C minor, and then they overdub a bunch of shit in C minor and it sounds good. She's doing really advanced harmony and is nailing the loops. Her looping is perfect. I love her aesthetic because it's dreamy. She sings really soft, which I liked, and I like the aesthetic of the production.
Are you going to give us a little clippy from it?
Yeah. Whew, that drummer is sick. Man, he's doing cool shit on the hi-hat. All right, so I got that album tied.
Very cool.
With LIONMILK, Intergalactic, Warp Terminal 222. I just had to include both records. This album is ambient music. And it's just him doing loops. That's kind of why I put them together on 10, because they're kind of similar artists in that way. Complicated chord progressions, dreamy, loopy. If you're getting a massage or doing something relaxing, meditating, I don't know.
I like all the albums
yoga
that he's been on, and I enjoy watching him live as well. It's got good energy.
So that's 10. I have those 2 records tied.
Delightful.
Number 9, I have the new Guided by Voices album, Nowhere to Go But Up. Now, this is the 3rd album they've released this year. They've put out somewhere between 15 to 17 albums since 2017. They're the most prolific rock band going. I mean, the lead singer, Robert Pollard, is 66 years old or something.
And yet he thinks nowhere to go but up.
I just love the optimism of this record. I love the cover art. The cover art matches the feeling of it. It's like this nostalgic, melancholic, but still uplifting rock music. I love the guitars. I love the drums on this. This is... yeah, Kevin Marsh. March or Marsh? I think it's Kevin Marsh. I don't know. Whatever, the drummer. I think this is his best record.
For me, Guided by Voices is one of those bands that I respect, but I don't listen to.
I've listened to a lot of their music, and it's really hard to find a Guided by Voices album where you fuck with it all the way through. Because they're so prolific, they're bound to make 2 songs, maybe 3 songs per album that you're not going to be into.
I just don't fuck with this.
This is the first album in a long time by them where I like every single song all the way through. Number 8, I have the 2 EPs that MACHINEDRUM put out this year, and I feel like I can get away with that because he's put out an album's worth of material.
MACHINEDRUM.
Here's a track from one of the EPs. Now, we've talked about MACHINEDRUM relatively extensively in the car.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about how wonky is a combination of dubstep
and footwork,
and that does a good job of explaining the genre of music here.
Yeah, it's really doing something for you.
This does something. Yeah, this does.
I'm watching it actively do something to you.
Yeah. Okay. Number 7. I have a tie.
A lot of ties on your list.
Toro y Moi, Sandhills. I see this as a huge improvement
from that
last record.
We listened to it together
on the show.
And we both said there's a film with it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a visual album.
To me, this is like the best Sufjan Stevens album of the year. I like his melodies. I like Chaz's melodies on these particular
How do you feel about this visual album part of it?
Indifferent. I wish he made a full-length album of this style, of the Sufjan Stevens thing.
Sure.
So I have that EP, Toro y Moi, Sandhills, tied with Andy Loeb's Hyperlink.
Wow. See, for me, I think Andy Loeb's crushes that Toro y Moi.
Also, Andy Loeb's put out an album this year. Everything Andy Loeb's does, I love.
Big shout out Andy Loeb's right now.
We love Andy Loeb.
We love Andy Loeb's.
It's kind of like a throw paint at the wall approach to music making, where you don't know what to expect. There's not really any verses or choruses. It's just like sound design that's tickling your brain.
Yeah, but look what I'm doing.
Is it on your top 10?
No.
All right, next one. Holly Waxwing.
She's also always tickling my brain with sound patterns.
Brain scratch, yeah. I think this is the first Holly Waxwing release in a while. It's another EP, but it's really fucking good. This is very brain scratchy. relaxing version of what I do, probably as well. Anyways, this record's fantastic. The next one I have is the new ONEOHTRIX Point Never album. This album's polarizing. Half the fan base doesn't like it, half the fan base loves it.
Wow.
I'm in the camp that loves it. I for whatever reason, it resonates with me. For those who don't know who ONEOHTRIX Point Never is, he's like top 5 best electronic artists of the last 20 years for me and to a lot of people. He has so many great albums that this wouldn't even be the first one I would recommend to new listeners. But I do love this album.
And this came out this year, so it bakes your list.
Okay, number 4. This is a cheat, but it's less of a cheat than all the other cheats. I got the most recent TOOLZ full length. I am upset because I see something that is not there. TOOLZ has not let me down, starting with X1 Skinless. But anyway, the last 5 years, Angel has just been on a fucking rip.
Yeah.
She's put out so many great records, and this one is no exception. Yeah, TOOLZ is like a mesh of a lot of different influences and genres, right? You got like djent, wailing saxophone in the background, electronic shredcore, you got progressive jazz fusion, you got emo. TOOLZ is one of those artists that I see as a fusion chef, right?
Yeah.
TOOLZ will throw in 20 ingredients and it's delicious to me. It doesn't taste like there's too many ingredients. This is where I tell you what my cheat was. So I tied this TOOLZ album with Angel's collaborative record, Desert Memories. This record's great. It's great.
Wow. Will you send it to me?
Sure.
Will you send it to me, Yeule? Was that more Irish or Scottish?
I don't know.
Wow, you just don't know about a lot today, buddy. I'm going to need you to form some frickin' opinions over here.
All right, next one, number 3, Pedro Martins, Radio Misterio. Worst album cover fucking ever. Let's just get that one out of the way. Terrible album cover.
But this album is good.
Oh, this album is more than good. This to me is like a newer school Low Borges.
This is a household that loves Low Borges.
Other artists featured on this record, JD Beck and Domi.
Oh, yeah, huh? I forgot about
Thundercat.
that. Yeah, huh? They're hidden.
So those who like psych rock, but like fusion-y and dreamy.
This music is just cool.
You could put this on anywhere and people are going to like it.
Yeah, like...
It's very likable.
Is it at a cafe? Yeah, that's sick. I love it. It's a vibe, you know? Are you having a dinner party? Yeah. Are you playing this in between bands at a show? Yeah, like, it kind of goes. It's just a vibe.
Okay, number 2. This is my favorite metal album of the year. This is Dallas's own Bearing Teeth. Yeah, I just love this. Complicated, impressive, weird.
Yeah.
And
that is all the things that you want from your metal. And
also, like, it's almost relaxing.
Yeah, it's kind of grindcore-ish.
I would say it's more black metal, maybe, than Shmu. What does Rate Your Music think they are?
Dissonant death metal.
Okay. Okay, you ready for number 1?
Yeah, hit me with your best shot.
My number 1 of the year are all the albums Deaths Dynamic Shroud have put out.
You did cheat.
Everything that DDS has put out in this year.
That is a big fucking cheat, bro. You're a cheater.
Yeah, but they need to be appreciated for how much amazing music they've put out this year. They are the greatest electronic group, especially in America. I really admire what they do. I really look up to them. And I'm infinitely impressed with not only how much music they put out, because they have a mixtape club where they put out, I think, at least 1 mixtape a month. And so many of them are great. Even their B-sides collection, After Angel, is a B-sides collection of the stuff that didn't make it on Dark Life. And that shit is bomb. Like, their leftover shit is better than my main shit, you know? Like, they're just so amazing. I just want to give the biggest shout out in the world to Deaths Dynamic Shroud. Anyways, they just, every time they fucking reinvent the wheel like every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Whereas we will see a lot of people putting Javelin by Sufjan Stevens. Like, it'll be like top 5 in like a multiple people's lists, including Pitchfork, Needle Drop, all that stuff. And I accept that it's a great album, right?
Sure.
But it's not reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
These guys are reinventing the wheel for me. They make me think and feel at the same time. Think and feel.
Think and feel.
So anyway, that's my list, and you can dictate me your list.
Okay, I didn't rank them because it's apples to oranges on my list.
Yeah.
But let's start off with my tie. Drug Abuse is the band. A Portrayal of Hate. The whole album is 10 minutes. They do everything that I want my PV to do for me.
Right.
So they came out with Portrayal of Hate, and then there was also this year No Thrashing in the House, which I actually like better, I think. But they're both pretty, like, great. I would look up No Thrashing in the House, though.
Wait, these are both albums by Drug Abuse?
Yeah. Yeah, No Thrashing in the House, bro. Like that cover art. Everything about that, like, appeals to me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're just really dialing it in. I mean, I can't remember what song it is, but there's like a little Seinfeld samples in there. It's not just the music itself, but it's what they choose to sample. I think they fucking rip. They go really hard. They also have like less than 1,000 followers on Spotify, so I also just wanted to shout them out because they rip. They're fantastic. I love it. It's great. Let's look at Cattle Decapitation's newest album, Terrasite. They've been around since the late 90s. They're definitely more on the metal side.
Very technical.
Very technical. They're very fast. It's definitely grind metal, right? I think that's what the internet would probably refer to them as. See, what I love about Cattle Decapitation is that it literally sounds like the ground is opening up and hell's demons are coming out, like oozing out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, if you show us,
cool.
You got to show us the album cover because the album cover's like fucking classic Terrasite. Yeah, look at that. Like that is what it sounds like. That's the earth has cracked open and that fucker has came out. What else do I like? I don't know actually how to say their name. Just MxMxM.
What's the album called?
8 éxitos.
Very Saint Anger.
Oh yeah, the trash can. Oh yeah.
I love the name of this 7th track. Trip to Coachella Fest leads to jugular laceration by machete.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I don't normally like long song titles, but I do like number 3, drank 5, 4 locas, and now I'm in Wyoming with a warrant on me because I killed 36 people in a church. It's grimy. It's gritty. It's semi-local. Yeah, just shout out to the little guys. Next album up on my fucking list is Midair from Paris, Texas.
What did Fantano give this one? 3 out of 10?
Wow. So I like Paris, Texas because they're doing alternative, they're doing punk, and they're doing hip hop at the same time. It's a rap rock album for sure.
Cool.
It's a vibe.
All right.
Okay. Next one up is The Great Escape from Larry June. Now this is just more like chill hip hop.
Should I look up what Fantano gave this one?
I don't know, man. Sure.
Since
we apparently care.
4 out of 10? Holy shit.
Wow. So me and Fantano just don't like the same shit. I just feel like this whole album is a vibe. I feel like this is the album you put on in the background. You're rolling up some weed. Your sneaky link is going to come over. Y'all are going to hit. And you let this play in the background, right? Next one is going to be Like from Ice Spice. Ice Spice is super popular, but also people fucking hate Ice Spice.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah. I think this EP... Well, let me think about this. It's an EP, so it won't end up on the best albums lists, but it'll definitely end up on the best EPs list on Pitchfork. And maybe even Fantano.
I just think that literally, can we look at the track listing? I just want to just go through the track listing.
In Hamoud.
Amazing song. I've played, my Spotify rap said I actually played that song the most this year. That was my most played track.
Princess Diana.
Amazing.
Gangsta Boo.
Amazing.
Actin' a Smoochie.
Fucking love that shit.
Bikini Bottom.
Fucking, how can I lose when I'm already chose? Like.
Munchin' Feelin' You.
That's the classic. That's her fucking breakthrough hit.
And it's 6 songs. None of them go over 3 minutes. Perfect for a button.
It's the punk rock girly pop version of hip hop. Like,
yeah.
will you just put on Bikini Bottom? How can I lose when I'm already chose? Like.
If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn. The party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot,
she's definitely the breakout hip-hop artist of the year. Maybe outside of Sexy Red.
Yeah.
In terms of fame, like going from zero to hero quickly.
I love it. Think about that when you tight. It's cute. If dudes don't like it, that's fine. I don't want you at a Nice Spice show anyways, bitch. I'm going there to get drunk with my girls anyways. And you know what? In the same vein of how people feel about this next artist, Sexy Red, Hood Hottest Princess. I think Hood Hottest Princess has a lot of fucking tracks on it that are just, I fuck with.
Man, between you and Noah, I've heard this song so many times now.
Good. You trying to see what's up? I like that Noah's also a fan of Ski.
He's just a fan of Sexy Red.
Me and Noah see eye to eye on this. He understands the heart and the soul of Ski.
Okay.
Okay, I just find it enjoyable. It just hits a delicious spot. I don't think anything that I put on my list is going to make anybody's top 10 list. Sexy Red singles, but I don't think like the album.
Probably not.
I don't know how to pronounce this artist's name correctly, I think. I just call her Yeule.
Softscars.
You already know. This album's great.
It's really good, yeah. I like the direction she's going.
Yeah, I really like the direction. I think this is like a beautiful album, I think. It's got a little bit of everything that I want.
It's really good. I like this record a lot.
Dreamy, pretty, cool, artsy.
Yeah.
Fantastic artist. Next is going to be Yeji.
Oh, yeah.
We love Yeji. So the newest album is With a Hammer.
Yeah, Pitchfork gave this album Best New Music 8.5. So this will definitely be on Pitchfork's top 10 to 20 of the year. Yeah. Oh, the hammer's happy. It has a smile. Or angry. Anyways, the hammer has a face.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is like one of her more experimental albums where she kind of like gets a little bit wackier and like it's definitely, there's like a lot more of ambient vibes going on in it.
Versus previous releases?
Yeah, where they're a little bit more like just kind of like strictly dancey, I feel like. Like Rain Girl is her probably biggest hit, right? It's just so cute and like soft and pretty. But it still has dancey, like exciting parts as well, too. You know what? Actually, here is the one thing that is on everybody's top 10 album list, which is the most basic thing about me, and it's that I like Mitski. The land is inhospitable, and so are we. It makes me feel like I'm in the desert. I love Mitski. I love Angel Olsen. Like, I like Lana Del Rey. I like breathy women with an acoustic guitar. The most basic thing about me is that I like Mitski.
That's fine.
And I think that the world also agrees that this album...
The world does agree, yeah.
The world does agree that this is like a top 10 album.
For sure. I'm in the minority of people who just don't like Mitski.
But the thing is, you know why?
Or that genre.
Well, it's because, once again, the thing about Mitski that's likable is the fact that it's a sing-along. Right? It's easily digestible for everybody, and it connects, like the lyrics connect with people. The emotions are all easily identifiable emotions that we have. It's just a very accessible album. There's a reason why everybody likes it. It's because it's accessible.
For sure.
And I think that a big part of like what we like about music, right, is I love the karaoke factor, right? The fact that we could all sing along to it. Like I love a sing along. You know, I love a pirate shanty vibe, even though I don't technically like pirate shanties. Don't get it wrong. So that is my top.
Which one would you choose as your favorite?
That's really, really hard because I like all of those things are so different and they represent different parts of my personality and what I'm into.
Fine. Favorite song?
I mean, my Spotify Wrapped said it was In Hamood from Ice Spice.
Right.
But me personally, I don't think so. Maybe Johnny Dang.
Ooh, good choice.
Johnny Dang with Paul Wall. I don't care for Paul Wall, but Paul Wall's verse on that is pretty tight.
You're a button of the people.
I'm a button of the people, but I also have like very niche taste, and then I also have very like basic. Mainstream taste. I think that yours definitely has more obscure.
Definitely.
Niche stuff in it.
Yep.
But mine does too.
Do I have a single mainstream pick?
I mean, I guess there's like two grindcore or like, you know, there was the Mince Grind band that's got less than 1,000 followers. And then,
sure.
So there's like some pretty niche stuff in there as well, but also some very, very big stuff.
Yeah.
I think mine has maybe the smallest group of followers and then also the largest group of followers, like on my
Not necessarily. I have some picks that have small followings too.
Yeah.
Under 1,000.
Under 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple of
Okay,
those.
well then we got a little something for everybody.